Hello from Wheeler's Garage. Just wanted to fill you in how the Porsche turned out. It's done. Was trying, I admit. I never did get this trunk to actually do what I want it to do. Chipped the paint a little bit, trying to file or scrape down. Just never quite got it. Was it a fun build? I don't know. The troubles I had filming the build may have added to the mindset that I had on it all. I was actually kind of glad to be done with it. Move on. I did learn one thing, as I think I'm going to stick to cars that I'd actually like to have myself. I mean, a Porsche might be alright, but I'd rather have a 426 Hemi Cuda, or a Corvette. Biased, I guess, American made. I was in the UAW for a long time. Now, I did have a couple pieces left over in this kit. I looked and looked for this little gizmo and scoured the pages, never did find it. And Revell doesn't list what the part is. Kind of looks like a battery, but then I don't know. It says 7. You look in the instruction, it says 7. Then there's this one little teeny tiny part. I don't know where it went to, or even if I'd even want to attempt to try to put it on. Maybe if it wasn't going on a painted body, I suspect it probably does. I don't know. But it's done. Completed. It's time to move on to a new project. I found that after the frustration that I had with the filming going bad, that instead of trying to do some more filming, that I know that model building relaxes me and gets me calmed down. So yeah, I just went and concentrated on building of the model for a while. Before I knew it, it was done. So sorry about that. We'll get you on the flip side. I'll probably start on Smokey and the Bandits Trans Am next. I'm going to try to film it a little different, but I've also had some interest in the diorama that quote, you could sell them. It's not even completed, but the lady thought it was just cool, and it is pretty cool. So I think that I will be doing some videos on the diorama. That's my background for shooting these videos and stuff, and there'll be another story on it. That'll probably just be a parking lot. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, I thank you so much. This technology, it was about 3 hours worth of, from parts, building the engine, chassis, suspension, everything gone. So if you're going to do these videos, make sure you got room to store them in. Because even though my light was showing recording, I guess I was recording, but it was going wherever it went, Cyberspace, who knows. Don't have it, but now I know. I've purchased some new filming stuff, and it's all a big learning curve. But at least I have something to do now. And in fact, I just looked it up. The benefits of scale modeling for senior citizens, and it is just outrageous. It's good for dementia, Alzheimer's, there was another one too. And I thought it did, just because how I feel when I'm building models, that I feel the same way when I'm practicing my guitar. Yeah, and I know that the guitar involves both halves of your brain. So it's almost like a meditative thing. I can pick up my guitar and well, my fingers will wear out before my ambition to play. But with the model, same thing. You can get going on a model and time just goes out the window. I was working on this Porsche last night at 10:30. I lost the rear view mirror in the shag carpet. 10:30 at night trying to find that. Well, I guess it's time to quit. First thing I did this morning was look for the rear view mirror, and I found it. Had a hell of a time getting it on. Shame on you, Ravel. Why would you have something glued to a glass window? But I've tried it before, gluing it onto a glass window. There's got to be a different glue than other what I use and know of that might do it. This model had some really, I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Had some really neat decals for the seats. This little pattern stuff, well, you still can't see it, I don't think, but yeah, it's almost like corduroy looking. And that was pretty wild that, like, the day before I put that on the seats, I'd watched a video on a guy decorating seats with, well, he made his own decals. And there's just a ton of knowledge to learn in this building models. If you're a senior citizen, like I am, I really encourage you, because this is something that I don't know where the limit is on the knowledge that of like building, because like I've used that example before, like building and putting on linkage on a 125 scale carburetor. Wow, what the skill level on that is up there. Well, I'm rambling. Have a good night. You too, Gary. Over and out from Wheeler's Garage.